Hi, Lee Phillips here. We're going to talk about who to name as a beneficiary. That could be a trust, or it could be what we call the heirs of the estate. They're all, I'm going to call them beneficiaries. They benefit from your estate. Had a conversation this week with a guy who lost his wife a couple of months ago, and he has a daughter. He's got a fair amount of money, a couple of $1,000,000. And he says, I'm not going to leave a dime to my daughter. I'm leaving it all to my church. And I'm not sure I agree with that. Who do you name as beneficiaries? Well, usually it's the family. Now, I do run onto a lot of cases. People come up to me at the live events and they say, Lee, I have nobody. I have no brothers and sisters. I have no kids, no parents, nobody. Who do I make my beneficiary? Who do I leave my estate to? And I say, your favorite lawyer? I'm up for adoption. But I don't know. That's a hard situation, and I feel sorry for those people. In my opinion, your family comes first, not the church or whoever. Yeah, I've had a lot of people argue with me over the years that I don't want to leave any money to my kids. I want them to struggle. I want them to work at it. Well, that's okay, but if your kids are good kids and they know how to manage money, it isn't going to ruin them to give them their inheritance. And I've always been of the opinion that I want to leave my kids better off than I was, and my dad wants to leave me better off than he was, and the families build like that. And that's kind of the American way of doing it these days, or over history. I don't know if it's these days or not. But unless a kid is really, really bad, you don't cut him out, or her, because that's a real slap in the face for a kid. And I've had a lot of situations where they've said, nope, we're disinheriting the kid. And I've had 4 or 5 instances where they've come back to me 10, 15 years later and said, the kid's okay now. We want to leave him in. Well, if they had died and the kid had been cut out, he probably would have never come back. It is really, really hard on a family member when they don't get their inheritance. That's the ultimate slam, guys. So I would think very, very, very carefully about that. And I would think carefully about not leaving my family anything. If you want to leave the church something, or the organization something, that's okay. But leave the family something too. They've supported you, they've worked with you. Even if they haven't been ideal kids, they're still your kids. And you need to recognize them at least in your death. Otherwise, it's just devastating to them. And do you really want to do that? I don't think so. I don't think that's the way you operate. So think about it. It's a hard issue. Who are my beneficiaries? Usually the family, the kids. If you don't have kids, it's nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters. In a standard estate, we'll make it so that if you die and you don't have any heirs, then we move it up to mom and dad if they're alive. Take care of them. Then when they die, it drops down to the brothers and sisters, or the nieces and nephews, or whatever. But most people keep it within the family, and most of us don't have enough to say, oh, my family's got more than enough. I'm going to leave it to this organization or that organization. So just think about it. Think of the emotional aspect of who you're naming as beneficiaries, and be kind, particularly to those people who supposedly have loved you and you've loved them. This is Lee Phillips. I'm talking about who are the beneficiaries. Now, don't forget to love us and like us and all of that garbage. And I discuss this to some degree in my ebook, How to Use a Trust. Get that. It's free. We don't put you on a spam list or anything. You'll be okay. Lee Phillips talking about who do you name as a beneficiary?